Hey guys, in this video I'm doing my review of the ASUS ROG Keris 2 Ace. So, I had this mouse for quite some time, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on this mouse and tell you guys if it's still a good Ergo mouse in 2026. So yeah, hope you guys do enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So, this mouse is probably one of my favorite Ergo mice for a few reasons. One is that the shape is really good if you have medium to large size hands. The scroll feels decent. Side buttons, I just wish they're a little bit larger. I know a lot of people do not like the lines on both sides of this mouse, but personally I have not had an issue with them at all. I've used mice with holes on the sides, so I'm already kind of used to it. The skates on this mouse are actually pretty good as well. They have the smaller ones installed by default. But they also do include the the larger ones as well. And the weight of this mouse, I believe, is like 50 something grams, if I'm not mistaken. And don't mind the background noise. Sorry about that. And here, right here, you have your on-off switch. You have 2.4 and Bluetooth. You have your receiver storage. You have your DPI button and your pairing button right here. USB-C, and the build quality on my unit is actually very solid. I cannot get this thing to flex whatsoever. And if you're wondering, the 8000 Hz receiver is also included with the mouse. And also, the clicks are using Raisha optical switches in collaboration with ASUS ROG. So these might feel like Razer switches if you're familiar with those. The sensor is their aim point sensor, I believe, or something like that. It goes up to 42,000 DPI, which I only use 800 basically. I only use 800 really. And you can get this mouse in black colorway as well. And they now ASUS RG has the Keris 2 Origin, which for some reason is a heavier version of this mouse, which just doesn't make sense. I don't understand why they decided to make a heavier one. Like, what are we doing? And here is a shape comparison between one of my other mice, that being the Lambtooth Thorn. So you guys can see, like, here's what so like here's they're almost like the same size, I believe. But the Lambtooth Thorn, I think, is just a little bit more comfortable towards the back. But but this one's still pretty comfortable. And also, and so what else was I gonna say? Oh, so and also if you want, and the only source of RGB is on the scroll wheel as well. And to me, the shape of this mouse is a little bit smaller than my Death Adder V4 Pro, which I've done a review on already. Go check that out. So this is pretty much just like a tiny, smaller version of that mouse. And I can still claw grip this mouse without problem. And and the price is this. So is this still a good mouse of 2026? Yes, I do think so. If you have medium to large size hands, you're going to find this mouse comfortable. And if you don't, as long as if you don't mind the lines on the side, which I don't, and if you use like your side buttons in games like Fortnite, they're going to be a little bit small, but personally I had no issues I had no issue pressing them whatsoever, and the coating is actually pretty decent as well. So yeah, if you can find this mouse on sale, I say it's worth it. And I know a lot of people do not like optical switches, but personally, as someone who's tested a lot of different switches, like ratio opticals on the Lamsey Thorn, Omron opticals, Kale opticals on the XM2E, which I haven't done a video on yet, and other switches as well. So as long as you can tolerate the switches and the lines on both sides, and you can try this mouse out for yourself. But I'll recommend it getting on sale, since last time I checked, apparently if it's not on sale, it's like $180, which is expensive, more expensive than the Best V4 Pro, which in terms of its sensor is better than this one. But are you gonna notice like a few? Are you gonna notice this sensor as as Razer's newest sensor? Probably not. Sensors are so good nowadays. Like you can barely understand the difference. But for a mouse that came out a few months or a couple of years ago before the Death Adder V4 Pro, I say the Death Adder V4 Pro is more worth it. But the clicks on that mouse are just that metallic sound from the clicks in Death Adder V4 Pro. I just cannot stand them that much. But I say overall this is a pretty okay mouse in 2026. As long as I said you can tolerate the feel of the switches and the lines on the side and how small the side buttons are. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my review of the ASUS ROG Keris 2 Ace. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.